Yeah, that's what's good. This is Strike a Chord, where if you physically or digitally pick up that record, you're going to know these tracks. And we got the Philadelphia Rockers bringing the bangers to the Billboard chart. This is SORAIA live on the Chris Collins Show, Millennial Talk Show. Also, check out our music podcast called Off the Fret, More Music Talk, featuring emo rocker Anson, out now wherever you listen to podcasts and on YouTube. And we got Zuzu here with us right now. So how's it going, fam?
It's going great. It's good to see you.
Hi. Hey, congrats on album release day.
Yes.
I mean, how you feeling right now?
I feel really good. I'm super tired, but I feel really good.
Yeah, I bet you've been having...
I downloaded on my Apple playlist your newest album, blown away by it. First song out the gate was awesome. So I was already right in there, and it is on my Apple. So it is a great... I don't download every musician that comes on here. Like, that'd be good, but I don't download them all. I hands across the board.
What are you trying to say, Marissa? What are you trying to say?
I think that not every artist we have on I've liked, but it might not be my genre or like my groove, right? You know, but yeah, this is bomb. Like, good.
Absolutely, Marissa. You said enough, and you're absolutely right. And congrats, it's album release day. The LP Bloom is a masterful piece of art. And I want to know, how's it feel to finally get it released to the masses? I mean, it's got to be a great feeling, right?
It is. It's really good. It's like always a mixed reaction, but like our last album released right as COVID was hitting, so that was a whole different feeling. So I feel like I'm getting like 2 albums worth of like joy at the same time. And Marissa, thank you so much for what you said. It was really powerful. That's why we do it. Like, you know, like when we know we reach people, it's a whole different level for us of responsibility and accountability. And everybody's just excited. There's mixed feelings all the time. You're tired because you've been promoting, but you're also like, oh my God, is this like the wave just crashed and it's over? But you realize it's the beginning of, you know, another great cycle of your career. And we're very excited. We've waited a long time for this one in particular, for, you know, the vinyl backup that's been happening, and also just how long we had to get into before we got into studio with it. So we're really excited. Really excited.
Yeah, because I know with your brand new LP Bloom, it's gotten lots of momentum with your hit singles such as Tight Lipped and I Seek Fire cracking the top 30 on Billboard's mainstream rock chart. And what's the success to your magic?
I think you just persevere in anything you do. If you really want it and it's in your blood, you don't stop, no matter the heartaches that come with it. I think when it's not really your calling, you find reasons to quit. You know what I mean? Or it just gets too hard and people quit. So I think the important thing is that you persevere, you're willing to stay open-minded to writing and how to write, and a writing way that speaks to you, not that you feel like you're selling out, and just keep going, like no matter how hard it gets, and then be willing to look at where your mistakes are. You know, like you have to be able to take a step back at times, take a break, and look at where your mistakes. So that's been the secret to my, you know, people were saying to me last week, like your songs are getting better. It's like, well, they should be. Like that's
you're evolving. You're becoming like a person, right?
Yeah, you're supposed to be more honest and more in touch with that part. The more you do it, it's like a muscle, you know, the more you work it, the stronger it gets. So anybody that's at any level, there's always somewhere to get, you know, further for yourself personally and in the world. So
yeah, absolutely. And let's talk about that writing, because I know we're going to be playing on Strike a Chord your music video, I Seek Fire, which you sing in the chorus, quote, "Just one more time for love. It's too late for never. New moon is rising up. It's time. So come show me. I seek fire." So should we all take the slow road to love?
That's probably the healthy way to do it. Do I do that? Probably not. Do most people do that?
But what's missing from love? I mean, is the problem, you know, dating apps bringing out the worst in men, or is it the fact that we would rather watch, you know, porn, for example, than date anybody anytime soon?
I think there's definitely people who would like to do that. You know what I mean? I think it depends on the person and what they're looking for. And I think no matter where you are in that path, like, you know, what I was looking for like 10 years ago isn't what I'm looking for today, right? But what I wanted from that song was, I don't think you have to lose that idea of like the magic of the moon and the attraction and the power of like Romeo and Juliet, and all those love stories were built on that so often tragic, like, right, romance, but I don't think that's falling in love has to be associated with that. Like, you know what I mean? I've
It
never
should come organically. Is that what you're suggesting?
Yeah, if you feel something for somebody, trust it. And
Well,
then
I mean, what you're talking about, I mean, the love at first sight, that is not love, that's chemistry. That is saying make babies or have sex, right? Whatever that is, that's chemistry. That's a smell. That's our pheromones. It's our pheromones in action. Love is something totally different. That's seeing the ugly parts of somebody and seeing how that they can be beautiful, and you can be a pillar, and you can be and they're there for you, and you can trust them, and you can cry on their shoulder. That's love.
Yeah, it's really finding someone at the end of the day who's going to take care of you when you're on your dying bed, instead of taking an Instagram photo to make sure you got all the counts and likes.
Yeah, that's absolutely what I think is missing when you say about dating apps and things like that. I don't think dating apps are bad at all. I think people can meet that way, but I think it's so easy to move on.
Swipe right and regret later. I absolutely feel you.
You get the chemistry, and that's where love is for you. So it's a process, but yeah, I mean, I think we're all looking for what Marissa's talking about. At the end of the day, we need that. But I think it's like,
I want that, but I also want like a lot of that chemistry. Like, I'm sorry, I come across it with like, I love you and I want to be horny for you because you're awesome and I really want to, but I'm just not horny for you.
Sounds like we're all seeking fire. Sounds like we're all seeking fire. I think this is a beautiful song for everybody can relate to. And let's go ahead and get ready to play this amazing music video from SORAIA. This is I Seek Fire live on the Chris College Show, Millennial Talk Show. Yeah, that's what's good. That is SORAIA's music video, I Seek Fire, and you can find that on their brand new LP, Bloom, out today. And it is album release day, and we have the one and only front woman, Zuzu, with us right now. And, you hear all about these horror stories, talking about, being signed to a record label. And, a lot of new artists nowadays want to embrace being more independent. But not everyone gets to be represented under a legend such as Steven Van Zandt. I mean, how did that even go down? I know you guys linked up back in 2016, but I bet the CCS family's wondering, how in the world did that go down?
No, it's so weird. Actually, I was at I worked with a producer who was working with John Bon Jovi. So I was at some Bon Jovi shows, and little Steven came, and I had written a song called Runaround, and the producer was like, I think he's going to like this song. So he handed him the disc, and he said, Steven's like, listen, if I don't like it, I'm not going to call you. It's nothing personal. It's just not my thing. And the producer's like, that's fine. Literally the next day, I got on a 3-way call with little Steven with a bunch of questions about what my goal was. Was I willing to tour? Was I in it really to win it, kind of thing? And it was a long time later. I kept sending him demos because he said, you have a great song, but I need like a collection of songs if they're all the same genre. He wanted to see if there was if I was still finding my way as an artist, or if this is what I wanted to do. And so it took a few years, but finally he played us for about 3 years before he signed us.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, on the Underground Garage. And then he really wanted Wicked Cool again to be a label. And he called me and he said, I want to sign you to my label. I want your back catalog. And then he wanted to talk about what we were doing moving forward. And we did an album. So
that is so freaking wicked. I love it. I feel like it's been such an incredible move in your career, because obviously this LP Bloom, it speaks so much volumes. And I know the next track that we're going to be playing on Strike a Chord is your music video, Tight Lipped. And you told Billboard in an interview, quote, Tight Lipped is about a woman who politely refuses to challenge the status quo. And it's a final recognition of the part she has played in her own oppressive censoring. And what do you mean by her own oppressive censoring?
I realized that I was settling for things in life by thinking, using the guise of being gracious. Thank you. Thanks for doing that. Wow, thanks. And really I was like, that's cool. I really wanted this though, but I wasn't saying that. Who's going to say that for me but me? And I realized I played a part in all the things that I was blaming other people for. I'm not saying that I was 100% responsible, but I knew what part I played and where my power lies. It's really ultimately a statement of empowering yourself to stop keeping your mouth shut about things, and
verbalize what you want and be specific about it.
Yeah,
that's one thing I've learned.
Absolutely. I think there's this consciousness of trying not to speak our minds for whatever reason. And I think there's this idea that we're going to be labeled something if we do. At least in my life. That was my own personal challenges that I had to face. And I thought, I'm not the only one who feels this way. So I'm going to put it in a song and I'm going to talk about it. It started by reading about Ophelia in Shakespeare and how she drowned herself at the end. And I was like, wait, what?
So there's so many more dudes out there, homie. There's so many more.
Yeah. And I would.
It's not just ending on Hamlet, okay?
Yeah, right. And let's definitely have that conversation after the music video for Tight Lipped, because you're getting onto something that I want to discuss. Basically you being a front woman in this heavily male dominated industry is a very real thing. And I don't really think has changed that much, but keep a tight lip for now. I don't mean to be the person that's being the oppressive censorship at the moment. We want to be able to play music because it is album release day. So let's go ahead and play that music video right now. This is Tight Lipped live on the Chris Collins Show, Millennial Talk Show.
Tight times got you so obsessed, yeah. Wanna hold you
is what's good. That is SORAIA's music video, Tight Lipped. And we got the one and only powerful vocalist, Zuzu, with us right now. And man, you're so badass. I absolutely love it. I like, when I hear artists like yourself, I just wonder sometimes, like, when are we ever going to get the chance where we can have a concert where it's female fronted, if you know what I mean? Because a lot of the times historically, the lack of women just in, rock radio or the mainstream rock world hasn't changed a whole lot. And I don't know if you've ever heard of this infamous quote from Frank Zappa, but he kind of spoke about women in the rock and roll industry. And he said, quote, "It's just not practical. I don't think that there's a girl around that would fit in with what we do," which I think is totally freaking insane. Thinking about some of, the great artists right now, like Paramore and Lizzie Hale with Hailstorm. And has it gotten better or worse?
I think the understanding of women in music has changed since that quote. And I think that's also from a point of view of somebody who's not a woman in music. You know what I mean? And I'm a Frank Zappa fan, so I'm not downing Frank Zappa, but that quote kind of makes me scratch my head. I think, is it a rougher industry in terms of touring? Sure. Is it like take a minute? Yeah. I think when the day when finally a female artist and a male artist can be just looked at as an artist is not here yet. And I think for some people it is. And I think for others it isn't, inside the industry and outside the industry. I can tell you one of the things I've heard over and over for years is you're really good for a female artist. And I think that's such a backhanded compliment, but I still choose in myself to take it as a compliment, because it doesn't matter where they are. It matters where I am. And where I am is, I when I usually tell people what I do, the first thing they say is, "Ooh, that's a hard life." And I was like, I guess if you don't live it, it sure is. Anything's hard that you really want to do. If it's in your blood, it's in your blood. I had such trailblazers as Joan Jett and Courtney Love and Shirley Manson, and I can list Blondie, and I can list you about 50,000 other women who are doing it successfully and have careers that are legendary and have stayed doing it for years. If my focus isn't on them and it's on that, I'm in trouble. For me as an artist, I have to just do what comes. It's frustrating. There's times it can be very frustrating, but there's people that champion female artists like Steven Van Zandt, like Jack White,
Yep.
like Joan, like the males in the industry that definitely take under their wing artists and try to shine a light on those artists and say they're the same. They're just a different voice and from a different perspective, so
yeah, absolutely, Zuzu. Because I think, clearly with this record today, it outpaces a lot of even the male artists, even female artists today. I mean, you're absolutely killing it with this record. I love it a lot. I mean, clearly there's a reason why you've been touring with such great acts like Joan Jett and so many others. And, we're going to actually kind of throw it back because I know you are a wild woman, if you know what I mean. And I love this music video. It really kind of encompasses that energy that you bring to your live sets. And let's go ahead and show the CCS family what's good by playing the music video Wild Woman live on the Chris Collins Show, Millennial Talk Show. Yeah, that's what's good. And if I didn't love my equipment in my studio as much as I do, I would be like being a wild child right about now. I'd be like throwing everything. I'd be breaking this mic and everything. I get so much energy when I listen to your music. And CCS family, I'm telling you, we were only able to play so much during the Strike a Chord, but this record is so freaking badass. And Zuzu, thank you again for joining the Chris Collins Show, Millennial Talk Show. And what are your plans for the coming months, real briefly?
We're gonna go away. Thank you for having me. You've both been great. Thank you. We're going on tour in a few days, just for a week. We toured a lot in the fall, and then we're gonna keep writing for the next record.
Yes,
that's what's good. Oh, it's gonna be a blast. I'm so excited for you. Never stay satisfied because sky's the limit. You got so many bigger things coming, and this is only the beginning, my friend. And congrats on such a remarkable
Thank you, Zuzu.
album.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. It was great to talk to you.